Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
With sexual assault scandals coming to light in droves, those of us who have predominantly kept our hands to ourselves are left with the unsavory task of trying to sort out the true allegations from the false ones. And of the true unwanted advances, which were slight misjudgments being blown out of proportion by someone who wants the spotlight, and which are actual assaults that should actually receive attention from prosecutors. The political ramifications for those who are being accused of these actions being as far-reaching as they are, it makes it all the more necessary to actually understand what happened. Sadly, there are many who claim to be assaulted when they were really just made to feel uncomfortable. Given, none of it should be happening, and anyone with bad enough judgment to be engaging in something like that, even if their inebriated brain misread the situation, probably shouldn't be in public office. However, those not in public office shouldn't get off the hook either, and we run the risk of getting so used to all the reports of impropriety that we don't pay enough attention to the real criminals. The Gateway Pundit reports one particular Hollywood star who took things way too far, and despite a lot of people knowing about it, he somehow got off the hook. In what might be the most disturbing allegations of sexual assault since the Harvey Weinstein scandal began, Silicon Valley star T.J. Miller is accused of brutally beating a woman he was romantically involved with while she took classes at George Washington University between 2000 and 2003. The alleged victim, who asked to remain anonymous, told the Daily Beast, "We started to fool around, and very early in that, he put his hands around my throat and closed them, and I couldn't breathe," she recalled. "I was genuinely terrified and completely surprised. I understand now that this is for some people a kink, and I continue to believe it is something that should be entered into by consenting parties. But, as someone who had only begun having sexual encounters, like, about 3 months earlier, I had no awareness this was a kink, and I had certainly not entered into any agreement that I would be choked. I was fully paralyzed," Sarah continued. She went on to describe a truly horrific encounter that goes far beyond most of the tame encounters that have been floating around of late. While any unwanted physical touch is still unacceptable, this goes beyond inappropriate and all the way to prosecutable. "She looked like she had been through a rough night. I recall seeing bruises on Sarah," Duffy said. One roommate asked if she wanted to go to the police. Others offered to take her to the hospital, given how she looked. Miller has denied the claims, saying the woman began again to circulate rumors online once my and Kate's relationship became public. Sadly, she is now using the current climate to bandwagon and launch these false accusations again, the Millers wrote. "It is unfortunate that she is choosing this route, as it undermines the important movement to make women feel safe coming forward about legitimate claims against well-known predators." Not sure T.J. Miller did himself many favors with this statement about his alleged sexual assault, tweeted Daily Beast editor Noah Shackman in response to the actor casting himself as the victim. But it's not just Sarah who has come forward. The Daily Beast has corroborated details of her story, which includes 2 separate incidents, with 5 GW, George Washington University, contemporaries, and spoke to numerous associates of both her and Miller. 2 of the GW contemporaries say they were in the off-campus house where the incidents allegedly occurred. The contemporaries later testified in student court about hearing the sound of violent thuds or seeing bruises on Sarah. 3 other contemporaries said they comforted and counseled Sarah in the aftermath of the incidents. Matt Lord was one of them. An ex-boyfriend of Sarah's, he told the Daily Beast that he continues to believe her story more than a decade after the fact. Sadly, there are far too many people, whether in political office or anywhere, who are just drunk on their own importance, who think that they can get away with the kind of aggression that ruins someone's life forever. And while it's completely politically incorrect to say so, we should understand that this kind of crime should get a person thrown under the jail, and certainly shouldn't be put on par with some sort of inappropriate comment about someone's appearance. GP, in the years since, Miller has attempted to address the lingering allegations by occasionally making light of them. He's privately joked about committing violence against a woman in his past, according to 3 sources in the comedy world. Perhaps that is why some female performers and comedy professionals tell the Daily Beast that they have declined to work with Miller, citing a perceived history of abusive behavior. The actor was arrested last December for allegedly assaulting an Uber driver during an argument about then-President-elect Trump. Contacted by BuzzFeed, Miller declined to comment. In November, he burned a Trump brand tie on a late-night talk show, joking, "That's how shitty Donald Trump's ties are, they're not even flammable," reported The Guardian UK. It's about time America stopped taking advice from the morally repugnant, no matter how pretty or funny we think they look while coming through our televisions. H/T, Gateway Pundit. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.